Hello everyone, welcome once again. So in the previous video you have seen we started the story of memories of childhood, and the first account is of the writer Chitkalasa. Okay, so in the first video we have seen that Chitkalasa was admitted in the Carlisle Indian School, which was the flagship of Pennsylvania, the most important, you can say, boarding school of that time. And she has shared her first day's experience over here. She has said that it was a very chilly, cold day when she went over there, and a bell was rung. She understood that the bell must have been rung for some special purpose. Then she came to know that it was the bell for the students to go to the dining room and take their breakfast. Okay, so she also started moving. She was asked to join the other girls, and Chitkalasa was observing everything around her. The first thing that was very, you can say, uncomfortable for her was the fact that she did not understand English. She was a Native American girl, and these children, the students of the Carlisle Indian School, they were talking in English, which was a foreign language for her. She did not understand it. Anyway, she was asked to stand with the girls in the line. She did it. It was severely cold that day. She had covered herself with the blanket to keep herself warm. The blanket was taken away from her. She was feeling very cold. She felt as if she will sink on the floor because of the excessive cold. Okay? And then she noticed that the girls who were there in the school, they were typically dressed, you can say, it was the rule of the school, the system of the school, that the girls were wearing very tight fitting clothes, okay, or body fitting clothes, you can say. And Chitkalasa thought that in such tight fitting clothes they were not looking at all good. They were looking very bad in that. Their appearance was very bad. They were wearing stiff shoes which were making a lot of noise as they walked on the floor. And all the children, all the girls, they were having very short hair. Now Chitkalasa's appearance was in stark contrast with the appearance of these children. Okay? She was having long hair. She was wearing soft moccasins, slippers, and she was also not wearing tight-fitting clothes. Okay? Anyways, she was asked to stand with those girls. She was there in the line. And another thing was that it was not that Chitkalasa was the only girl who was admitted in the school that day. She had come along with one of her friends, Judwin. Okay, that girl was also a Native American girl, and she had come with Judwin over there. And there were some boys also from their community who had been admitted in the same school. So Chitkalasa, she was trying to find out what these boys were doing. And then when she tried to look at the boys, see what they were doing, she could see that the boys also were looking very uncomfortable. They were standing at the back of the line, and they were also not feeling good. That could be understood from their body language, from the expression on their face. Okay? Now, the children were asked to move towards the dining hall. All the children started moving towards the dining hall, and then a bell was tapped. Once the bell was tapped, all the children, they took out a chair. They took out their chair. Now Chitkalasa could not thought that since they have taken out their chair, So when you take out a chair, that means you are supposed to sit on it. She was not accustomed with the rules of the school. So she thought she must sit, and she sat down on the chair. But surprisingly, as she turned her eyes around, she saw no one was sitting. Everyone was standing only. So she felt quite, you can say, embarrassed, and she stood up again. Then she noticed that a second bell was rung. Okay, a second bell was tapped, and with this tapping of the second bell, she could heard a man's voice coming from the end of the hall. Okay, a man's voice was coming from the end of the hall, and all the other children, they were hanging their head low, just as we do at the time of prayer. All were standing with their head hung low, and the man was muttering something, saying something, uttering something rather, and these children seemed to repeat it after him. The language, it was English, not known to Chitkalasa. She could not understand what was happening, and when she tried to, no one was looking at the man. Okay, the man who was reciting the prayer, no one was looking at him. It was Chitkalasa only who was staring at the man, and she found that the pale-faced woman was constantly observing her. She got frightened. She could not understand why this pale-faced woman was constantly observing her. She got frightened, okay, scared. She dropped her eyes. And then when the man stopped his mutterings, then a third bell was tapped, and this time all the children, they sat down on the chair. This time the children sat on the chair, took their knife and fork, and started eating their breakfast. Now the time when it was the time to take the breakfast, Chitkalasa was too afraid to do anything else. So what she did, she just sat down over there and she started crying. Okay, everything was new for her. With nothing she was familiar. No one was talking in a very familiar manner, or with showing any sort of sympathy towards her. So by that time she was very scared to try anything new, and she started crying. Now Chitkalasa is telling to the readers that what happened at the dining hall was not the worst thing to happen on the first day. Other worse things were waiting further to happen. Okay, many other things were there waiting for her, and that was going to give her more trouble. She understood it. So what was those things, more challenging things that were going to come on her way? That we will do in the next video.